Hey Tony, it's Friday, and I've moved rooms on you again. I'm actually in our front room with our computer and a couple of our bookcases. Because I can't be in the same place twice now, apparently. But first off, to answer your question of the week, I haven't played too much of Kingdom Hearts, honestly. I think I've put maybe 2 hours in on it, if that. So I'm not very far. Taylor has beaten it already and is playing it a lot. At least was playing a lot before she started working so much. But otherwise, I really haven't played much. Kingdom Hearts. I've been busy doing other things like Blood Bowl, the Witcher series, or what I'm very excited for, my D&D game that you are a part of. So, for a little bit of a background on it, because you have your character, you're obviously a monk. Let's have a little bit of I'll give you a little bit of a background on the world. So, I made this world, I was still an undergrad, so I was still at Toledo as my, I think it was actually my sophomore year of undergrad was when I made this world. Now, I didn't play it until my senior year, but I made it my junior year. And the theme behind it is a world of 1,000 islands. It's about about 2 times the size of Earth. The islands are anywhere between the size of Texas to the size of like a campus building. And kind of the big kicker, the big theme of when I first made the world was that there was no magic, at least no arcane magic. Nature magic was okay, like a druid or a ranger. Divine magic was okay, like a paladin or a cleric, but arcane magic, that of a sorcerer, warlock, wizard, etc., that wasn't okay. Like that magic didn't exist in the world, at least in that sense. So that was kind of the very first kicker. That was the first adventure hook. And after the end of the first game that had Taylor, House, and Aaron all playing, they ended up, saving the world and opening magic back to the world. Well, so now, this game that we're in right now is 200 years in the future from that original game. And it's kind of a sequel to a game that I ran earlier this year, because it's the same plot line, The Veils of the Deep, but yours is distinctly different. The one before was, your typical adventure story. We're going to have a fighter, a ranger, and a paladin. And a wizard. We're all going to go up to a mountain and fight a dragon. This one's going to be a little bit different. This one is actually taking a lot from my enjoyment of dark fantasy novels like the Witcher series or Raven's Shadow, or a couple other series like that, or game like A Song of Ice and Fire, in which the world is not a good place. Because where your game starts off at is going to be in the northwest part of the planet, and your weather where you guys are at is pretty similar to that of like Germany, England, Scotland. So it's not the best weather in the world. And what's even further is all these areas are just infested with monsters of different sorts. So that's when you guys come in. You guys have all been monster hunters, have all been mentored by this one silver dragonborn named Gargax, who is your mentor. And Taylor and I actually set up Taylor and I worked a little bit on stuff last night, and I actually set up a timeline of where your characters got introduced to Gargax. But you guys all are students of this dragonborn. So what's kind of going to happen there is this first session tomorrow is going to be your guys' first mission without him. You were getting sent to a village, which is similar to that of something, which is basically a German village, a medieval German village, and you guys are basically going to go there and are tasked with finding out why the men and women of this village have basically been killed by creating soulless husks on the ground. Not a very nice. It's not a nice monster, I'll tell you that much. Now, for you guys are in the prologue right now. The prologue is going to be a few sessions. So you're not going to you guys all start at level 3, so this is going to be a few sessions. You're not going to, tomorrow beat the whole storyline of this part. Instead, you're going to kind of piecemeal it a little bit. And as you guys get a little further throughout the story, more of the plot kind of will be revealed to you. Because right now you guys don't know the plot, because only I know the plot, and Taylor knows the plot because she's already been through the plot and helped me with some of it. But she's a special case. So Tony, my question for you is, since your video will be Tuesday, it'll be after this session. My question for you is, how'd you like the first session? I'm really excited to finally be in a game with you, Tony, since we've both been role-playing for a few years now. Me for 6, you for like 3. But I'm really excited to have you in a game because I think that'll be fun. Tony, I'll talk to you tomorrow, but I'll see you on Tuesday. Later, bro.